So I'd like to just take the opportunity to highlight to the press what an amazing achievement this is. This is like a superstar activity. For the first time ever in the history of planet Earth, we have 1.6 million new people under treatment in the last 12 months. That's amazing. Never done before, and this report captures that. This says if we make a commitment and we focus our efforts and we finance them, we get success. And I think as a taxpayer, if we can say to people that by your tax dollars you are saving, last year alone, another 1.6 million people, that's pretty impressive. 10 years ago, if we had been having this press conference, we would have said 300,000 people in the world were under treatment. Today we can say 10 million, just about 10 million people are under treatment. That's in 10 years. On our revised guidelines, I think it's fantastic. Godfrey's already said it very well. It's simpler, it's easier to understand, it's one pill a day, it's less toxic, it's easier to understand for women and girls and children, men, boys, transgender, gay, straight, everybody. It's a lot easier to understand. It's consolidated, it brings together the best of what we know globally about what works. So I think a lot of great things have already been said, so I'll just try to add a few additional things. I think here in Asia and the Pacific, while we've seen and documented success here, a lot of this success is not coming from Asia. Asia, less than 50% of the people who are eligible for treatment today, not tomorrow, today, are not accessing treatment. So we have a long ways to go. In Asia and the Pacific, we have some great innovators. You saw in a number of forums, including at the plenary today, Cambodia, the only country in our region that's reaching universal access, 80% or more. But other countries are showing very good innovation. China, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, India. So there's some really, Fiji, some really good innovation going on. But these countries, we still are not reaching universal access. And other countries are well below. Some countries are less than 20% of the people living with HIV are accessing treatment. Second point I'd like to say about that is, we talk about universal access, but the reality for most of the people who live in Asia who come from key populations, people who buy and sell sex, people who use drugs, people who are transgendered, men who have sex with men, their experience is not universal access. Their experience is universal obstacles. In launching these guidelines, we're not asking for new rights of people. We're actually just asking that their right to health is met, and that governments are duty bearers to their citizens to ensure everybody, not just straight guys like me who have a great education and money in my back pocket, but that everybody, regardless of your sexual orientation or your sexual behavior, regardless of whether you use or have used drugs, whether you're rich or poor, a woman or a girl, transgender, male or guy, that everybody has the right to health. It's not the right to health for some who behave in the way that we traditionally define as the correct way, but rather everybody has the right to health, and no government can take that right away, but governments are obligated as duty bearers to progress in ways that help that right to be realized. I think this report says it can be done, and this report challenges us to do even better.